Kathy, we're live again. Oh my gosh, and another week has passed by. Hi, I'm Jeanette, the creator, one of the two co-founders of the Gratitude and Appreciation Summit. And it is Thankful Thursday Reflections again. Hi, Kathy.
Hi, Jeanette. Thank you, everyone, for coming tonight. Yes, we've been doing this in September, and we are thrilled to be back again tonight. I'm Kathy Fester. I'm co-founder of the Gratitude Appreciation Summit, and we are excited. We have a special guest tonight.
Welcome to Leon Logothetis. I've been practicing that. The kindness guy. Welcome to Thankful Thursday Reflections. And the first question that we're going to ask you, Leon, is what are you thankful for today or these days?
I am very thankful for my dog, Archie, who, as many of you know, I had a Boston Terrier called Winston Churchill. And Winnie died a while back. And during the pandemic, I got the courage to get Archie. And now he's actually over there lying down, wondering why I'm calling him, but not calling him. And yeah, he's a good little fella.
How old is he?
He'll be 9 months on June 5th.
Oh, wow. That keeps you hopping, I bet.
Yes, he's an interesting little one.
Wow,
Yeah,
wow.
A little bit of like an adolescent. I think at this age, at 9 months, aren't they like adolescent stage?
Preteen.
Maybe.
Preteen.
So you're known as the kindness guy around the world. And I know I was introduced to you. I was at a convention in Salt Lake City, and Jeanette was my roommate, and she introduced me to your Kindness Diaries. And it was their second one. I'm curious as to how did you actually get there on this mission of being known as the kindness guy, literally around the world?
Well, as a kid, I used to be bullied quite profoundly, and I felt very alone. And I had this one teacher who every day would look at me in the eyes and say, "I believe in you." And I never forgot how she made me feel like I was magnificent. I also never forgot how the people made me feel when they were unkind and unpleasant. And I wanted people around the world to feel seen. And the most beautiful way of allowing someone to feel seen is really to be kind. And I've learned across my journeys around the world that we are literally all the same, in the sense that we just want to be seen. We want to feel heard. We want to be loved. Yeah, sure, there are small, unique differences, cultural differences, et cetera. But at base, as human beings, we are the same. And I wanted people to see that through the show.
Oh, it was magnificent. I had the opportunity to meet you back at the Ronald McDonald of Philadelphia Book Club. And you were talking about your book, and I asked you a question that, as a kindness guy, how do you start your day? And I kind of said, do you have like a mental checklist? Because both Kathy and I are in your Kindness Ambassadors group on Facebook, and we're very active in that group. And you came up with, you said you wrote a book, and we got talking. You couldn't find your copy at that particular time. And then you were so kind to ask, I think it was Elisa was the moderator of that particular group, for all of our addresses, because you sent us. And you sent me 2 copies, Leon, and it was just me that showed up. So I felt that was divine intervention of the kindness guy saying, you know what, I've got a friend that does kindness with me, that I'm going to gift my copy to Kathy. So Kathy, why don't you tell Leon what we've been doing with his amazing book?
Well, every Sunday we're doing a little activity. We're picking an activity out of your book, and we reflect on it for a week, and then we present our findings on our Sunday nights. So I'm going chronologically. Jeanette's a little more random. She's the creative one in this partnership. I'm the organized one. And so I'm doing it in order. And I love how you have provided an opportunity for all types of learners in here. I'm a teacher myself and impact young people every day. And it just speaks true. And I've been bringing some of the things I'm learning in your book into my classroom, which it all comes back to our gratitude appreciation, our mission to change the world one person at a time, just by awakening the human connection. Because you're right, we're all human beings, and we all want to be heard, we all want to be loved, we all want to be liked. And it's just incredibly powerful to do that. So like I say, it's our passion.
And it's been fun. I had number 10 where I did do, and it was kind of ironic because you posted last week or the week before on your Instagram about Russian roulette or playing telephone roulette. And I did it, found a person, chatted, and I said, you know who this is? And they said, of course, it's Jeanette Martin. What's going on in your world? And we caught up, and we are now going to be working together. She says, what are you working on? And it was an opportunity. So I was just like, wow, I'm not going to tell you what number I'm doing this week. You'll have to if you want to tune in on Saturday. So at this time, Leon, what have you got going on in your kindness world these days? What are you working on? You hear what we're working on up here in Canada. What are you working on?
So we're working on a new documentary, which we're editing currently. It's a spiritual documentary about finding connection, let's say. I don't want to say too much about it. You'll see when it comes out. We're working on a new book about bravery, similar to Go Be Kind. And got another TV show that we're working on. So quite a few things, but
Wow.
you know, we'll see what happens.
Wow. And you're based down in the States now, right?
Yeah, I'm in Venice Beach.
Oh, okay. What brought you to the States from England?
Oh, that was many years ago, but a woman.
Ah, okay. Enough said. Happens to the best of us, Leon.
So if we asked you, what are the three things that you say subconsciously but consciously go about being kind in your day? You're going out in your community. What are three things that you do to make sure that others are feeling kind and the kindness?
I will try and say hello to as many people as I can without coming across as being a total weirdo. I will be present for people like cashiers and baristas, etc., etc. And really, I'm kind to Archie. There he is again. He's like, hello, Dad. And just do it moment to moment, right? It's not about perfection by any stretch of the imagination. Mm-hmm. I'm certainly not perfect. And it's just about doing it moment to moment.
Good for you. Good for you. It's being intentional with your heart. And I love that. Yes. I love that. Yeah.
So I know in Kindness Diaries 1 and 2, you came through our part of the city or part of Canada, which both Kathy and I live on the west coast of Canada. What was your experience traveling? You landed one way and went down, and then you started up and worked your way through our beautiful province called British Columbia. What were some of your highlights of being in British Columbia?
Truthfully, the Canadians were so friendly that literally it was so easy to find a place to stay.
Oh.
Because we're doing a television show, unfortunately, I would have to speak to people and say, look, people have been so kind to us, but I need you to be mean because I can't do a television show where the whole of Canada is just people being kind. So can you please just say no? And they're like, what? Really? I'm like, look, I know it's weird, but I need you to say no. And they're like, oh, okay. But the level of generosity and kindness is truly quite beautiful. Look, you know, Canadians are humans and bad things happen, right? This isn't Pollyannish land.
No.
But as a culture, it seems to be my experience of Canada is just a very, very positive one.
Do you find after this wonderful 17 months that we've been through with COVID, do you feel that's changed anything? Do you feel that there's been an epiphany or an eye-opening attitude change with people?
Look, I'd like to say yes, but I'm not sure. Certainly, if you turn on the news, the answer is no.
Yeah.
But more often than not, what you read on the news is not a microcosm of what's happening out there, right? It's in its own universe.
Yeah.
So let's see. I hope the answer is yes. We'll have to wait and see.
Yeah, I hope so too. I feel pretty confident. My circle of friends, we've learned a ton over this time, and we're really hoping that there's enough heart in it that we can continue doing that. It's a little bit different down in the States. We are well aware of that. But as you say, I don't even watch the news anymore, because the news is dictated by whoever is in power, whatever power that is. And, we have to educate ourselves and be broad-minded, I think. So.
Yeah, I totally agree with you. My news happens for me. I make my own news. So how I go and be kind and look on opportunities on social media, Leon, that's what I do is help people make that human connection and show gratitude and kindness on social media. I have a big, hairy goal in life, Leon, a big, hairy goal. I want to be 85, sitting at a cafe in Italy, because I absolutely adore Italy. I've traveled much like you have. And there's over here, 2 people talking in Italian, and I finally learned how to speak Italian by the time I get to 85. And people saying, hey, have you noticed on social media, there's a lot more pleases and thank yous and you're welcomes. Wow, that Jeanette, she really made a mark in this life, because that's wherever I travel, I have learned how to say please, thank you, and you're welcome in the language of wherever I'm traveling. I may not understand the rest of it, but that will get me into the kindness situation to anybody that I've met. And I've traveled to Europe, traveled to Australia, over to China. And you are so correct. And that's what was such a joy following your journey. I walked some of the same steps that you walked around this world. And I saw the mark that you made, and it was beautiful. Just absolutely beautiful. And as I said to you before, the 8 hours or 8.5 hours that I found the Kindness Diaries on Netflix on a Wednesday night at 8 o'clock and at 3:30 in the morning, I'm like, thank you, Leon, as the tears are coming down my face. So pure kindness, tears of kindness, Leon. So thank you so much. Thank you for all you do for kindness in this world.
Thank you for caring.
And thank you very much for taking the time to come tonight and speak with us. 2 complete strangers. Well, Jeanette's not quite a stranger, but I certainly am. So thank you for trusting us and coming on tonight. We have a little tradition that we do at the end of our call. Jeanette, do you want to lead us?
We take our right hand, Leon. We take our left hand. We rub them together. We make a heart, a heart, a heart. We pump it 3 times. 1, 2, 3. Kindness out to the world.
There we go.
Beautiful. There you go.
Thanks so much, everybody. Thanks for watching.
Thank you.
Hope to see you again next Thursday. And thanks so much, Leon.
Bye.
Bye-bye.